What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Heat Sword. So, again, all the way through October, if you go to warframe.com/promo code and enter in the word free sword, capital letters, you will receive a heat sword with slot and everything for free. I think it's till October 24th, if I remember correctly. Big promotional thing going on. So, if you haven't gotten one, go get one. If you already have a heat sword, it's a chance to get a second one and at least get a free slot or whatever you want to do with it. Now, I went and I modded this heat sword, which we're going to talk about here, a couple of times with some Forma, and that's because I've got a Riven for it. So, it's got a really high Riven disposition, and it's a slash-based weapon. For the most part, it's an early on weapon. Most people kind of put it to the side and let it be. Well, in this case, I've added 2 Forma to it, okay? And I'm going to basically show you how I have it set up here with my new Riven mod. All for fun, but amazingly, this weapon has just become a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, the big key here is that I'm using the Vengeful Revenant mod. Vengeful Revenant is really, really good with this because it's heavily spin attack based. I mean, the combos are pretty much all spinning. So, when you're looking at the spin attack, you're looking right here at this 2147. Now, I did have it higher, and I can do that again. Real simple for me. I got to put Drifting Contact in here to add the combo, get the little bit of extra status chance, get me over 50% status chance, which is nice. But if I take that out, I would just go back to my Buzzkill, putting Buzzkill in here. Now we're up to a 2634, and I'm looking really at the spin attack. I'm going to get still a decent status, but I'm really looking at the spin attack on here, because that's my damage that's going to be coming out of this bad boy. Unless I'm, leap jumping down, and the slam attack where we got that AoE fire as well, which we'll talk about. But this is the number right here. Okay, so you got it with Buzzkill, but for me lately I've been running it with Drifting Contact because I love to get that combo multiplier plus the status chance on top of it. Just works wonders. You get that extra damage that comes through. Vengeful Revenant is the way to go with this for me. I believe, what was it? The other one, Crimson Dervish, is a nice one too because it's a heavy damage multiplier type of thing. But I just like the way this Vengeful Revenant is working. I like the whole combinations of spin attacks, and it's just dominating in that respect. So as you can see, we've got your standard pressure point on here, and in this case I've got prime pressure point because I've got the mod. These are not requirements, just FYI. Prime mods are not requirements. Riven mods are not requirements. They're just extras to have. If you got them, put them on, make them even that more epic. We don't know. With the update coming, it may be something that is much more needed than currently in game, but prime pressure point. I've got Spoiled Strike on here, get that extra damage. The negative attack speed really doesn't even affect me in this case because I've got the Prime Fury on here, 45%. So I just pushed that to the side. Okay. Fever Strike, Voltaic Strike, okay. Virulent Scourge, all giving me a corrosive on here. Remember when I got the slam, I've got the fire, I've got the heat on the slam attack. I've got a nice base of slash in here now. Okay. I've got Drifting Contact. And the big change here for me is this Heat Sword Psy Visitor. If you look at it, I've increased the range 126%. So nice to have that extra range on the weapon. 175% additional melee damage, making these numbers so much nicer. And 140% additional slash damage, making this a very solid, capable weapon, in my opinion, and very viable in many, many situations now, just because this is one of those Riven mods that actually takes an older weapon and brings it into viable gameplay for, I guess, what people would consider viable gameplay these days. Maybe, maybe not. For me, I can run it. I used to run this weapon a lot. I still like the weapon, especially with the Riven mod, of course. But with the combo, the stance mod, this thing works wonders. So that's basically what we're looking at here. High Riven disposition. If you get a chance to get it, if you get a chance to get some really decent numbers out of it, have fun with it, play with it, enjoy it. I think you'll find that it actually is a really nice weapon, especially when you've added in something like this. But even without this, you could still work some numbers with some mods and come up with a nice, decent setup. Anyway, that's it. Comments, questions. Catch you guys soon.